Hello, everyone. This is the Atheist Ranger here. How y'all doing tonight? I am back yet with another video response, trying to, come back hard on my somewhat return to YouTube. Anywho, I have everyone's favorite person to make video responses to, Gman. And apparently he made some attempted lecture a few weeks ago on to people such as myself on logic. So let's hear what he has to say, shall we?
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to GTV. I am Gman, your host. This should be GTV. I hope it is. So anyway, just wanted to make a quick video on the topic of atheists not being very logical at all on the topic of morality. As a lot of you already know, the majority of atheists that you will run into will argue that morality is subjective and not objective. They will tell you that morality is based on the society that you live in, and it's based on an individual's opinion. That is what a lot of these atheists will tell you.
And also empathy, but moving on.
Okay. What they will tell you is that what they will try to tell you is that according to their moral parameter, based on however they go about, because each atheist is different, you know what I mean? And they all come to their conclusions differently. But they believe it is truly based on one's own personal opinions, when they were brought up, and based on some other factors.
Yeah, a lot goes into someone's morality. The environment they grew up in, even the country they grew up in, what kind of, how they were raised. So yeah, a lot of things go into someone's moral code, G-Man. Thank you.
That's very important when talking about this. And I apologize, guys. I'm a little distracted because I got things going on around me and whatnot. But basically, everything is based on their opinion. In their opinion, God is immoral. God is immoral for flooding the earth. He could have waited to deal with the evil that was in the world during that particular time. They'll say things like they believe that it is wrong to murder. They'll believe that it is wrong for God to say that He's going to take the children and dash them upon the rocks. They'll say that God is immoral for making laws about slavery. He should have said slavery was should have been a wrong right from the word go. And they'll say that God is immoral for sacrificing His only begotten Son, that He could have found a better way of doing things if He knows everything.
Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry. I've never gone this long without totally agreeing with G-Man. Yeah, I agree. Those are accurate statements. Completely accurate.
Say that God is immoral for destroying Sodom and Gomorrah because angels wanted to know the angels. Because the people, the citizens of Sodom and Gomorrah wanted to know the angels. And that you can beat your slave unto the point of death. They got a whole bunch of reasons for not liking God. Now, the problem I have with that is that's not subjective morality. Let me say that again, and so you can understand the video about them not being logical. All right? That is not subjective morality. That is.
Yes, it is, sir. Even if I've said this many times before, and I'll say this again, even if a God should exist, he, she, or its morality is based on that their opinion. So, not really seeing why you're having such a big deal. I don't see. You don't seem to have a problem with your God's morality being based on its opinion, but yet somehow you seem to have a problem with human beings' morality being based on their personal opinions. That's very odd to me.
Objective morality, because when atheists say that God is immoral for these things, they're not saying this in an opinionated way. They're using the Bible, believe it or not, to state facts. They're using society to state facts. And they are saying that it is absolutely true that God is immoral for doing these things. Notice, according to their own personal opinion. Notice they never say, according to their moral.
Well, apparently it is to my personal opinion, because apparently it's not just you as in Christians in general, or at least fundamentalist Christians such as yourself, don't. So yeah, I would say it is a personal opinion.
they speak as if these things are absolutely true. Let me tell you guys something. If subjective morality was really a thing, and it was really how a society goes about doing things, guess what? This would be the words that would come out their mouth. I personally believe that God is immoral. But it's not immoral to God. Okay?
Oh, and here we go again. Him trying to dictate what we should and should not say. Yeah, G-Man, I will say the character in the Bible is definitely immoral. And you know what? If it was any other holy book, and that holy book portrayed that God in that way, you would think so as well.
You both can't be right in this particular instance at all. You both can't be right about this. Somebody's got to be right, and somebody's got to be wrong.
Yeah, and you know who was wrong? The guy who flooded the earth simply because a few bad populations was bad. Not that hard to figure out, sir.
Okay? You got human beings that were created by God telling God that he's immoral for making these laws and doing these things. Or talking about his character. Let's say we just run with the idea that God doesn't exist according to these people. And they're just talking about his character. If subjective morality was really a thing, guess what? God's opinion would be valid as well too. And
No, it wouldn't. Going by the examples you gave, his actions caused harm. I do not wish my actions to cause harm to anyone. This is not very hard to figure out, G-Man. I mean, this is something that you can figure out by just open up a freaking psychology book. Human morality is not absolute. It never has been. It's never going to be. And I find that very odd, considering the fact that your mindset is in Christianity, a religion that has thousands, if not tens of thousands of denominations. I guarantee you, if I were to put you in a room or a Google Hangout, so to speak, with a Baptist, you and him would disagree on the Bible all fucking day long.
No one would be right in the topic. Do you understand that? In the atheist worldview, a murderer is justified for murdering people.
No, he's not. Again, what part of causing harm to people in society do you not understand? You've been over this for years.
Rapist is justified for raping somebody because according to their subjective moral views, it's okay for them to do it because they believe it's okay.
Okay, first of all, not true. The majority of people who commit sex crimes actually show remorse afterwards. So that's not true. And secondly, part of my morality is based on not causing harm to innocent people in society. So no. And by the way, if we're both right, why is it that murderers are in jail and I'm not? Just something to think about, G-Man.
It's okay to murder in an atheist worldview because they think it's okay. It's okay to rob banks because they think it's okay. Their opinion supersedes the facts. Okay? A lot of these atheists and their logic when it comes to morality is ridiculously bad. It's very bad, okay? In a subjective moral worldview, and the world is based on opinions. No one is right and no one is wrong.
Wrong. You've been explaining this millions of fucking times. Many things go into human empathy. And by the way, we human beings are social creatures. And being social creatures, we have decided to live in very productive societies. And guess what? We're not going to be living in very productive societies if, to go by your examples, we're murdering, raping, and robbing banks, are we? This is not fucking difficult to figure out, dude. It's not.
Everybody has their own truth. God can show up and say, hey, according to my subjective moral worldview, everything I did was okay. Who's right in this situation? While the atheist is also trying to argue against objective worldviews.
Because they do not exist. They do not. They never have. They never will.
Where we know that there are things that we know are absolutely wrong, and there are things that are absolutely right. That there are absolute moral laws that everyone ought to be following. And the atheists know this. And they secretly reveal this when they tell you that they believe that God is immoral. In other words, an atheist will tell you that it is wrong in every circumstance to flood the earth. And you guys following me here?
No, I don't. Again, you've been told this a million times. If morals was absolutes, we would follow them to the letter, absolutely, and we don't. The fact that people do murder is proof that morality is subjective. Okay? As much as I hate to admit it, yeah, there are people out there who think that, you know what, if I kill this person, my life will be easier. And that sucks. But as I explained earlier, we live in a society, a productive society at that, where we don't harm people. That is what we have agreed upon. Period.
In the atheist worldview, it is wrong. It's wrong to flood the earth and drown everybody that's in it. In the atheist worldview, in their objective worldview, in which they have objective moral laws, in which they have absolute moral laws, laws about slavery should not be made. Although I'm kind of wondering about that one, because if they didn't make laws, a transatlantic slave trade would have been a heck of a lot worse than what it was. I don't know. Then there's the issue of rape and how God should have just outlawed it altogether, which he actually did.
No, he didn't. Don't even start with that fucking lie. Okay, anyone who's watched my channel long enough knows the rape does not condone the Bible. Okay, it is not, illegalized in any way, shape, or form. It is condoned. Pardon me for not remembering the verse, but yes, I'm sure we all know to the other professional atheists out there, I'm sure you know the verse of, if a woman is raped, if a virgin girl is raped, then yeah, she has to marry her rapist. And Gman excuse there. Well, the father could say no. Okay, terrific. Doesn't change the fact that that's still in your holy book. Okay, a holy book that you claim is the epitome of morality.
You know what I mean? That's why the subjective moral worldview is just ridiculous.
No, it's not. Morality is based on opinion. I'm sorry that offends you, but it is. Even if a God does exist. Even if a God does exist, G-Man, that God's moral code is based on their opinion. Why is it you have a problem with me doing it, but yet you don't have a problem with your own God doing it? Okay? And again, if morals were absolute, we would follow them absolutely all the time. And not all of us do.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. Now, there are a couple of ways that atheists are going to respond to this video. You're gonna find one or two. There's not gonna be a lot of them. You're gonna find one or two intellectuals that are actually gonna have something to say about this, and they're gonna say, "Well, G-Man, this is my subjective moral. This is my subjective moral worldview. I don't think you understand objective moral worldviews. Yada yada yada." And they're gonna say something along those lines. It's like throwing the blanks. Then you got the other crowd that knows I'm right about what I'm talking about. They still will refuse to look at.
No, you're not. Objective or absolute morality does not exist and never has existed. The only absolutes in this world, in my personal opinion, are mathematics. That's probably about it.
The world properly, and they will just troll me and do what the live chat is doing now. I'll prove it, because they think I don't look at this. Send me to jail already. They'll say things like theists believe in magic. Theists are yeah, they'll say things like this, like send me to jail already and goofy stuff like that and whatnot. But these supposed intellectual saviors of the masses can't even admit when they're wrong about objective and subjective morality.
Because we're not.
Morality is objective. There are absolute moral laws that everyone ought to follow. No atheist can prove it otherwise.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we can. Again, going back to murder, as much as it, we don't want it. Yeah, there's murderers in society, and you know what we do with them? We lock them up. You know why we lock them up? Because as social creatures, social animals, I should say, we decided to live in a productive society where we don't want harm caused to innocent people. Not that hard to figure out. Oh, sorry. Wrong button.
of the masses can't even admit when they're wrong about objective and subjective morality. Morality is objective. There are absolute moral laws that everyone ought to follow. No atheist can prove it otherwise. Okay? When you tell people that you know definitively that God is immoral, whether you believe he exists or not is irrelevant in this particular case. It has to do more.
Well, no, it's kind of not. When we criticize the Christian God or any God for that matter, we're, at least from our perspective, we're talking about like a character in a book. Okay, me criticizing the Christian God is no different from me criticizing Professor Snake from Harry Potter. It's just not.
With this character, I understand that and I get that. But when you sit there and you say that that the earth should not be flooded under any circumstance whatsoever, welcome to the world of theism. Welcome to the world of objective morality. Welcome to absolute moral laws. Welcome.
No. And I know this little argument that, oh, well, in order to say something's wrong, you have to believe in absolute morality. No, I don't. As I said at the beginning of this video, a lot of things go into someone's moral code, and objective is not one of them.
Now, if you can just admit that, that'd be great. Because if you don't, when you get to a conversation, you're going to look like a fool when you have to try to prove your view is subjective. No, it is not subjective. It is objective.
Gman, I've watched you for years try to debate that absolute or objective morality exists, and you fail every single time. Every single time you fail.
And in this, the atheist community gets owned all day long. Atheists are nowhere near as logical as they make themselves out to be.
Yeah, we are. Okay, well, that was that nightmare. Anywho, again, not that G-Man will ever see this video, but G-Man, I'll tell you like I tell every other theist that come at me with the whole absolute morality argument. It does not exist. It never has existed. It never will exist. I'm sorry that hurts your little feelings, but morality is subjective. It is based on personal opinions and where you grew up and how you were raised, and a huge part of morality is empathy. I mean, this is something that everyone learns in like basic psychology. Basic psychology, G-Man. Sorry about that. I'm a little sick, ladies and gentlemen. But where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. And the example I used earlier, I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, if you put G-Man in a room with a Baptist, they would disagree on the Bible all day long. So, G-Man, if you ever watch this video, let me explain something very simple to you. I'm not going to take a lecture of morality from you or any Christian. You know why? Because your religion has thousands, if not tens of thousands of denominations, all with their different opinion about what the Bible says. Anyway, have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and like, comment, subscribe if you like what you see.